Joe Biden was asked by ABC News if he had anything to say to the American people that are struggling right now to pay their bills, their rent, their car payments, their house payments, the interest rates on their car loans and their home loans. You know what he said? He said, "Oh yeah, Americans have the money. They just don't want to spend it on the higher prices." This fool has no idea what Americans are even fucking going through. No, Joe, we don't have the money. We spent all the money you gave away. The $1.5 trillion that you took out and printed to give everybody for COVID is gone. Nobody was able to invest that and make money off of it. It was spent. And now everybody's living paycheck to paycheck. Latinos are, black people are, white people are. And you're sitting around in Delaware telling us we all have money and that we don't understand what we're fucking going through? No, you don't understand, and I'm not sure if it's you're unable to cognitively understand, but you need to go.
The United States is no longer a land of opportunity. Let me explain. In the last 20 years, health insurance premiums have increased 41%. The average single payer paying through group health is paying on average $703 a month. Family of four is paying on average $1,997 a month. That same time period, home prices have increased 5.6 times. The average income has only increased 3.2 times. The life insurance ownership in the United States has decreased from 77% to 51%. Of those people asked, 44% said that they would be financially destitute in 6 months or less if one wage earner in the household passed away. Generation X and older millennials, highest credit card debt in history. Seniors are paying 10% of their fixed Social Security income to property taxes. Here's a big one. The number of children that people are having right now has decreased 20% over that time period. It's a recipe for disaster. The aging population, fewer people entering the workforce, what do you think is going to happen? So when people are looking to live outside of the United States in a more affordable area, they're just looking for dignity. They're looking for some peace financially. There's no reason to say, you're giving up, you're trying to shame people. Listen, when you have concerns about actually buying food and paying your rent, there's no reason to shame those people. And that is exactly what's happening right now.
Double honors to the apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. Salutations to you brothers in the highways and hedges. Salutations also goes out to you brothers and few sisters that tune in to listen and learn. I'm the brother Malak from the Diligent Soldier Camp here in Boston, Mass. As always, I pray this lesson be edifying to the elect. The name of this one is It's Over for Babylon. It's over for Babylon, or it is over for Babylon, whichever you prefer. All right? It doesn't matter. Potato at this point, man. Starting with the apostles on down and the men that were laboring before them, these things have been spoken about, man. Okay, prophesied, man, by the prophets, man. Okay? And people have not been taking heed, man, this whole time. Laughing, at the prophets, scorning them, scoffing, and now look, your average day Babylonian doesn't even know what the hell's going on, man. All they do is complain about inflation, you know what I mean? Shrinkflation, the deflation that has gone on in the past and will soon happen, right? To an extent, all really, under control of the elites. Doesn't matter if it goes up or down, And here you have it, man. These two gentlemen calling it how it is, man. And calling out their leader, calling out their leader, man. Because that's Babylon for you, man. Just confusion, a nightmare. Even though they call it the American dream, man. The American dream has always been a nightmare to the Israelites, man. Okay, you blacks, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans, you're the true people of Yasha Allah, man, of the Lord, the chosen, and you're here in Babylon serving out the curses, right, in your captivity, all right, and now more than ever, you have to take heed to these things that are happening, man. To what's being said about the things that are happening, right? Which is the prophecies, man. And it's all coming from the Lord, man. You know, through his mouthpiece, as we always say, the prophets, as the scriptures say it, man. You know, and it's beautiful to see, man. This is something that we have to rejoice on, all right? Rejoice in, because Babylonians are starting to feel the heat, man. They're feeling it. They're getting frustrated. You know, their loans ain't hitting. Their credit ain't hitting. You know, their men ain't hitting, so they ain't even reproducing. You know, Koholo Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah for that, man. All right. But this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Now, the closest we could get to a people rejoicing was when King Solomon, right, was ruling. It's 40 years of peace on earth, man. You know, everybody getting their fair share. Everybody, you know, being subject to King Solomon. You know what I'm saying? And by everybody, I mean the other nations, right? Everything was good, man. That's a great example of what's to come. You know, when the Lord, the King of Kings, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, you know, establishes the kingdom on earth, man. Okay? It says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn, man. And this is what you're seeing. The wicked bearing rule, okay, since he came out those Caucasus Mountains, all right, and has been doing nothing but deceiving, you know, perpetuating wickedness, you know, which the iniquities, you know, sin on top of sin, sin on sin on sin, right, has reached the heavens, man, and the Lord's about to do away with this place, man. You know, it's a wrap, man. It's over for Babylon, all right? I want to go into Isaiah chapter 24, and I'm going to start at 1, right? It says, behold, Yahweh maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof, right? Showing you, man, that the Lord, Yahweh, right, the Most High, he controls everything, man. He does what he wants with it, man. Okay? We're at his mercy, man. The entire earth, man. All right? It says, and it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him. Okay, this is going in on basically everybody going through the, you know, at a near future event or events or time, right? Everyone going through the same thing, no matter who you are, basically, okay? Verse 3 says, the land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled. Yahweh has spoken this word, right? And this word. And that reminds me of Isaiah 55 and 11. Let's get that real quick. Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it, man. All right, the Lord, you know, his word doesn't come back void, man, basically. Okay, what he says is going to happen is going to happen. It is what it is if the Lord wants it to happen, man. Okay, that's basically what that's going into, and that was a precept that I wanted to get for that. Back in Isaiah 24 and 4, it says, The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty, meaning proud, people of the earth do languish, right? They do languish for being proud, right? And if we go to 2nd Ezra, quick precept, 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 18, it says, for because of their pride, the cities, plural, shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, man, because of their pride, right? Haughtiness. When you go back and read 4, right? Isaiah 24:4, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people, right? The haughty people from the world, okay? From the earth. The haughty people of the earth do languish, okay? People are going to suffer, man. All right? They're going to be in terrible, terrible straits, man. Verse 5, it says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, right? The wickedness of Esau, man, has spread to all four corners, man. All these nations are drunk off Esau's philosophy, man. Some more than others. It says, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Changed the ordinance, broken down the everlasting covenant. Therefore has the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. Okay? And few men left. Verse 7, the new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. Okay, so there's not going to be nothing you could like come up with. You can't. And in the time to come, man, you're not going to be able to use your mere feeble human philosophy to explain any of it, man. Okay? It says, verse 8, the mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth, man. So from the music to the partying to the people being all happy-go-lucky, man, you know what I'm saying, all in vain, all that is going to come to an end, man. It's going to come to a screeching halt, man, screeching stop, okay, suddenly. All right, the city of confusion is broken down, every house is shut up, that no man may come in. All right, because it's gonna get that crazy, man. All right, you'll definitely have buildings and apartments empty, but there's gonna be some that just people are just in there, you know, hiding from all hell that's upon earth, man. You know, not letting nobody come in, no, whether they're young or old, male or female, or any crazy ass, you know, gender you swear by. You know, all that is done with, man. It's over. It's quiet, man. I'll leave it with this last scripture. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 22. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And you can see that, man. For the past 4 years, man, ever since the demic started, or maybe a little after the demic, right, when it really got juiced in, you know, you didn't see products and certain items or aisles or what's it called, the stands and shit like that, where the aisles, damn, what's that thing called, man, where they put all the items in supermarkets and in stores. The point is, you know, they were missing a lot of items, man, and that's been happening for the past 4 years, man. For the past 4 years, you've been seeing that, you know. And now with all these different stores closing down, you know, on top of that, you know, Joe Blindham sending a bunch of money elsewhere, you know what I mean? Not helping out the people of his country that he so-called represents, you know, so-called defends, so-called has his best interest in mind for. You know, all these people are tighter with their money because they could barely make ends meet, right? And that's only gonna make things worse. Add to that, you got a bunch of stores, as I was trying to say before I forgot, that are closing suddenly, man. All right, I live out here in Boston, and there's a town called Roxbury, right? And it's predominantly, it's all Jakes, to tell the truth, but predominantly, like Judah and I will say Levi, man. Levi everywhere out here. But, the pharmacy that was in there, man, that was the only Walgreens for miles, man, to tell you the truth, man. And now it's just closed, man. So now you got a bunch of senior citizens, elderly people, and even young people, man, that depend on certain prescriptions, man. You know what I'm saying? That now they won't be able to get that. Now they got to travel to West Bumfuck just to get that shit, And it is what it is, man. You don't like how I speak. You could just, stop following, stop listening. It don't matter, But hey, that's just the raw of it, man. That's just the 100%, straight up and down truth about it, man. Okay. You can't even beat around the bush about this, man. This is what's going down, man, and it's clear as day, man. Starting with your president, man, on down, right? Just completely destroying his own people, man, his own nation. Sold out to these elites, man. Which 1% are the ones that run everything, man. You know what I'm saying? On the left hand side, under Satan, who is controlled by the Lord Himself, man. The Lord, the Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai sinister side, which is that left hand, man. Okay? That's what's going on. So it will behoove you, man, to hold fast to this truth, man. To hold fast to the Lord. Because things are cooking, man. Things are heating up more than ever, man. It's water's boiling. It's steaming. You know what I mean? It's going to get to a point where everything's going to melt soon, man. And that's the Lord, you know what I'm saying, doing so. All right? So, get out of her, man. Get out of Babylon, man. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually, get out of Babylon, man. Leave all these mortal thoughts behind. All this shit's about to be done with, man. Get right with the Lord, Offend less, as the scriptures say, and seek Him while He may be found. Because, another thing is this famine of the word is about to hit, man. Like, this is how we're in these last days. All these things are inevitable and are imminent, man. We're in the cusp of all this, man. Okay? So I pray that this lesson was edifying. And in closing, I want to give all honors and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS. Salutations to you brothers in the highways and byways. Salutations to you brothers and few sisters that tune in to listen and learn. Shalom and a Bible ball.